What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Baxter Clinic. All right. One time for the one time LWC in the building. Afternoon grind. Talking about Adrien Broner saying he wish he would have took the professional approach that Mayweather took for all his fights and worked as hard as Mayweather trained, because he trains like every fight is his last fight, no matter how high or low the opponent is. He wish he would have did that early in his career and sustained it. Basically, that's what he said, the boxing scene. But before we get into it, we're going to speak on what we had going on today. Early this morning, we dropped a video about Bernard Hopkins saying Mayweather and McGregor should be free. Also talked about Rigondeaux accepting Lomachenko's challenge of moving up to 130 pounds and calling this bluff. Talked about Pacquiao and Freddie Roach still talking about an impressive win versus Jeff Horn, get some Mayweather fight. Talked about why Sean Porter maybe don't want to fight Earl Spence while waiting for Keith Thurman. Talked about Gennady Golovkin's wife wanting him to retire, amongst other things. So go check that out. And let me go in on Broner. You know, it's been 4 years since he trained up there at Colorado Springs, and I think that's around the time when he fought Paulo Malignaggi, or right around that time. If my math is correct, I don't think it is, but he said he hasn't trained up there since, and by him training back up here, he's taking shit very seriously. He wants to have that Mayweather type work ethic, but it seems like he took everything but the most important things from Mayweather. He took his mouthpiece, he took his act, he took his mannerism, he took the shoulder roll, which he doesn't know how to do. You know, his trainer doesn't know how to train the shoulder roll, I can tell. You know, how you gonna learn how to do a shoulder roll when your trainer doesn't even specialize in the technique? You know, you're a very offensive fighter with no defense, so how are you gonna take the shoulder roll, the Philly shell, which is a defensive technique, and you have no defense? You know, you're not a defensive-minded fighter. Let me get at that. You know, you're a pressure fighter masquerading as a boxer puncher. You know, with feet, you don't have any feet, you don't have no defense. You're a pressure fighter. You know, that's what you are. And he took all the other things instead of the most important things from Mayweather: the dedication, the discipline to the gym, the working hard, the not drinking alcohol, not doing drugs. Not saying he does drugs. You know, you want to party like Floyd. You know. When Floyd get done partying, I remember DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley told this story. He said, me and Floyd was partying, and, you know, at the end of the night, you know, Floyd pulled out his running shoes, said, we about to go train. He said, man, what the fuck? You know, I heard Chop Chop Corley talk about that story, which is crazy. And Broner, you know, he don't have that work ethic. He don't have that go. He don't have that extra gear, you know. And at the end of the day, you know, that's on him. You know, now he wants to say that, you know, he wish he had picked that up from Mayweather, and now all of a sudden that, you know, he's going to, you know, magically just pick up that work ethic and work harder as he ever have, because this fight is a fight that he needs to get up for and he needs to win. Calling it a crossroad fight to Showtime earlier today. You know, every fight should be a lifetime crossroad fight. He said, now I have the motivation to make 140 pounds because, you know, it's a good fight with Mikey Garcia, and they tax me $500K if I miss weight, and I have too many baby mamas and all that. You know, all the professionalism that other fighters have, that Floyd have, and all the things that he is that makes him great is everything that's not Adrien Broner. You know, he's everything that made Floyd popular. He's the money Mayweather. He's not the pretty boy Floyd Mayweather. You know, no skills, no technique, no work ethic. Now it's saying he's working hard every day, grinding in the gym, getting in shape, pushing himself to the limit, almost taking no days off. You know, you just can't pick up, you know, good habits for fights that you want to pick them up for. Your body always reverts to how you treat it, what you put into it. You might have ate clean for this whole training camp, this whole 8 weeks, 6 weeks you've been training, but, you know, that liquor that you drunk, you know, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks before, you know, them bad eating habits, gaining all that weight, all that's going to come back and show on fight night. Bet your pretty penny on it. If it go long enough, all that shit, you're going to be like, I train hard, and it's going to be the same excuse that Kovalev, I overtrain. No. What you put in your body, it kicks back out, you know. You've been eating clean and training hard, it doesn't matter. All that's still in your colon, it's in your blood. You know, it takes years for pizza to get out your colon. It takes months for your body to digest red meat. You know, and you put cheese and all this fake food into you and drinking all this liquor, all that's embedded into your DNA and embedded into your body, your bios. So You think you're doing the right thing now? You should have been doing the right thing your whole career. You're not getting younger. You know, you're not in your early 20s no more. You're in late 20s, 27 years old. So your body is really starting to really curve and not produce as much testosterone and not, you know, break down food as fast. Your metabolism ain't as high as it was when you was 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. And, you know, it is what it is. It's going to show on fight night, you know, guaranteed. You know, if it goes long enough, you know, if he's not, you know, blessed enough to get the fight over with early, he's going to start to fade like he always do. Only throws 12 punches around and still be, you know, barely cross to the finish line. He never really finished strong. Since the Madonna fight, he finished strong in that fight. He's been fading ever since. Barely walking across the finish line. You know, Mikey Garcia moving up in weight, and I know he's going to move up correctly. He's going to be blazing through the finish line. He might be tired a little bit, but he's going to pick it up and catch a second win. There's no second, third win for Adrien Broner. You know, maybe a second win. Garcia's going to have a third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth gear, and that's when he's going to pick it up on high gear and tax Broner's ass because he's not a professional. You know, you want to get serious for one fight, you got to be serious every time you out there because your life is on the line. You got to start treating it that way. And we'll see. But this is your boy CJ Goodfellow. We gone.